Secrets of Swarm. First is, commuters are often compared favorably with worker ants. Paragraph A, second line. The way they swarm or flock together does not usually get good press coverage either. Marching like worker ants might be a common simile for city commuters, but it is a damning, not positive image. This line describes that marching like working ants might be a common simile for city commuters, but this is not positive. While statement in first true false is that commuters are often compared favorably like positively with worker ants, while information available in passive is that it is not positive, so it is false. Second, some ants within in a colony have leadership roles. Its answer is from paragraph B, last line, and as a Gordon discovered during her research, there is no one ant making decision or giving orders. While second statement is that some ants within a colony have leadership roles, so it is false. Third is, forager ants tell each other how far away the food source is. From paragraph C, there is lot of food around today. Lots of ants should go out to collect it. Instead, some forager ants go out and as soon as they find food, they pick it up and come back to the nest. At the entrance, they brush past reservoir foragers, sending a not go out signal. The faster the forager come back, the more food there is, and the faster other foragers go out until gradually the amount of food being brought back diminishes. An organic calculation has been made to answer the question how many foragers does the colony need today? And if something goes wrong, a hungry lizard prowling around for an ant snack, for instance, then a rush of ants returning without food sends waiting reservoir a don't go out signal. The information available in paragraph C does not give any information that forager ants tell each other how far away food sources, so it is not given. Fourth is, forager ants are able to react quickly to a dangerous situation. Its answer is from the same paragraph and last second line. And if something goes wrong, a hungry lizard prowling around for an ant snack, for instance, then a rush of ants returning without food sends waiting reservoir a don't go out signal. The information available in this paragraph agrees that when something went wrong, the forager ants quickly react to it, as then a rush of ants returning without food sends baiting reservoir a don't go out signal, so it is true. Fifth is, termite mounds can be damaged by the wind. In paragraph G, there is mention that they simply sense changes in their environment, as for example when the mound's wall has been damaged, altering the circulation of the air. Information available in this line is that termites can sense changes in their environment, as when the mound's wall get damaged, that alter the circulation of the air. Paragraph G does not give any information or any written information which agrees that termite mounds can be damaged by wind, so it is not given. Or there is also not a single mention that wind cannot damage termite mound. Sixth, termites repair their mounds without directly communication with each other. In paragraph G, next line, they go to the site of the change and drop a grain of soil. When the next termite finds that grain, they drop theirs too. Slowly, without any kind of direct decision making, a new wall is built. A termite mound in this way is rather like a wiki website. Rather than meeting up and talking about what we want to post online, we just add to what someone, maybe a stranger on the other side of the world, already wrote. termites repair their mound without directly communicating with each other. As when the next termite found that grain which was dropped by the previous one, they drop it theirs too. Slowly, without any kind of direct decision making, a new wall is built. Seventh, managers working for a Texas gas company. From paragraph D, first line, Miller visited a Texas gas company that has successfully applied formulas based on ant colony behavior to optimize their factories and route its trucks. He explained if an ant colony had worked out a reliable way to identify the best route between their nest and food sources, the company managers figured why not take advantage of that knowledge. So they come up with a computer model based on the self-organizing principle of an ant colony. Data is fed into the model about deliveries needing to be made the next day, as well as things like weather conditions, and it produces a simulation determining the best route for the delivery lorries to take. Its answer is C. Use decision-making strategy based on insect communication to improve their services. From the third line, if ant colonies had worked out a reliable method to identify the best route between their nest and food sources, the company managers figured why not take the advantage of that knowledge. As they came up with the computer model, eighth is citizens in an annual Vermont meeting. Paragraph F. The best example of shared decision making that I witnessed during my research was a town meeting I attended in Vermont, where citizens meet face to face to debate their annual budget, explains Miller. For group decision making to work well, you need a way to sort through the various options they propose, and you need a mechanism to narrow down these options. Citizens in Vermont control their municipal affair by putting forward proposals or backing up other suggestions until a consensus is reached through a vote. Its answer is A. Provide support for each other's ideas in order to reach the best outcome. It is clear from this line that citizens in Vermont control their municipal affairs by putting forward proposals and then they back up other suggestions until they reach at a outcome. Ninth is some internet users. Answer for ninth is from paragraph G. A termite mound in this way is rather like a wiki website. Rather than meeting up and talking about what we want to post online, we just add to what someone, maybe a stranger on the other side of the world, already wrote. This indirect knowledge and skill sharing is now finding its way into the corridors of power. Its answer is E. Contribute independently to the ideas of others they do not know. As it is clearly written in paragraph G and last third line, rather than meeting up and talking about what we want to post online, we just add to what someone, maybe a stranger on the other side of the world, already wrote. 10 to 13. How honeybees choose a new nest. 10th. Honeybee dash explore possible net sites. From paragraph E, second line, the honeybees choose as a group which new nest to move to. First, scouts fly off to investigate multiple sites. Honeybee scouts explore possible net sites. Second, then they perform what is known as a dash on their return. When they return, they do a waggle dance for their sport, and other scout will then fly off and investigate it. Other bees go out and report back. Enthusiasm and a dash increase for one particular site. From next line, many bees go out, but none tries to compare all sites. Each reports back on just one. The more they like their nest, the more vigorous and lengthy their waggle dance. It is the enthusiasm, and more bees will choose to visit it. Gradually, the volume of bees build up towards one side. Enthusiasm and volume increase for one particular side. A final choice is reached using a dash process. From last line, it is a system that ensures that support for best site snowballs and decision is made in the most democratic way. A final choice is reached using a democratic process.